I want to solve this for x. Whenever you have a fraction equal to a fraction, it's a very simple process called cross multiplying, because a fraction equal to a fraction is called a proportion. And to solve this, we cross multiply. So 3 times 2x equals 5 times x minus 3. Sorry, x plus 3. So this times this equals this times this. And then we solve it. And this is a pretty simple solving problem. This right here is going to be 6x. This right here you distribute. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3, it looks like 15. And then from there we solve it. And one more step to solve this next, we got to get x by itself. So we minus the 5x this way, leaving x equals, it cancels, 15. We're done. X equals 15. Now you also want to double check. When you plug 15 into both denominators, you want to make sure you don't get a 0. And when I plug 15 in here or here, neither one becomes a 0 on the bottom, so we're good. Number 2, to solve this, a little bit different. It's not a fraction equal to a fraction. It's a couple fractions, and the process is completely different. What you do is you find the LCD, and once you find the LCD, standing for lowest common denominator, once you find it, you're going to multiply every piece by it. So the LCD, here's how you find it. You look at the first denominator, take the whole thing. Then you look at the second one. Does x go into 2x? It does, so we don't need any more x's. Then you look at the 6. Does 6 go into 2? No. But what can I change 2 into so that both 2 and 6 go into it? Now what number does 2 and 6 both go into? Well, couldn't I change this? Instead of being 2x, could I multiply that by 3? And now I got 6x. Because 6x, does 6 go into 6 and 2 goes into 6? So that's my LCD. And here's what I'm going to do with it. You're going to take your LCD and you're going to multiply it by each piece. All 3 numerators, just the numerators. So 6x times this, this, and this. When you do that, it looks something like this. You're going to have the 6x here. You're going to have the 6x, and you're going to have a 6x. And then you're going to have your 3 over 2x. Okay. And then this is a minus. And then you're going to have your 2 over x. This is equal. And then you have your 5 over 6. So this right here are these pieces, and you multiplied 6x by all 3. Now, when you do that, you look here, you're going to go, okay, you have 18x over 2x. Here it looks like 6 times 2, it's 12x over x. And 6 times 5 is 30, so 30x over 6. And to solve that, well, before we do that, let's cancel the x's. This gives us 9. Cancel the x's. This gives us 12. And that's 5x. 9 minus 12 would be negative 3 equals 5x. And then to solve it, I want to get the x by itself, so I divide by 5. That gives me x equals negative 3/5. That is my answer. If I put negative 3/5 into these denominators, I do not get 0, so I'm good. That would be my answer.